Hello people, as you may know, I graduated from my education a couple of months back, probably like April, May. Well anyway, you might know, but in the UK you get student discounts whilst you're not when you're at school, but when you're in college or something like that. You get student discounts on things, which means you get things cheaper from certain shops. One thing that's really good is Apple actually do a student part. It's called Apple Education. If you don't know the site, I'll leave a link in the description below. But if you haven't got an education account, which you would have set up when you go into your education, then you won't be allowed to get the discounts, obviously. Mine ends in September, because obviously that's the new academic year. So I decided for this month, which is August, well actually it was July, but for this month, I would buy a couple of Apple products. Now, I'm going to do an unboxing, because I have never had any of these products before. I'm going to do an unboxing and a first impressions video for each, but I'm going to do them in separate videos, because I don't want to seem like, number one, I don't want to seem like I'm shoving it in people's face, which I'm not. This is just an unboxing video. And number two, some people might only be here for a particular product. They might not want to sit through everything else that I bought. So I'm just going to do them in each individual video. And this one, as you will know by the title, is the iPad, oops, that's upside down, is the iPad Pro in rose gold. I'm going to be unboxing this live on camera. First impressions, what's in the box? Yes, let's do it. So here is my iPad box. On the box, you've just got a picture of the side. Oh, sorry about that. They've been waiting in my room for ages to be doing this. There's a picture of the side of the iPad. On this side, you've got what the make is. So this is the iPad Pro. On the back, you've got the iPad information. The other side is exactly the same as that one. On the bottom, it's just completely clear. Nothing on there. It's wrapped in a cellophane. Flipping Apple, always the same. Come on. There we go. That's it. It's always that top left corner. It's always that top left corner. Come on, just come on. Okay, so this is the box. We're going to open it. Move scissors. Don't want you ruining my shots. Okay. Open. 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 So that's what you first get shown. So this is obviously the actual iPad. So if I pull that out, you can see you've got the actual iPad there. I got the rose gold one, as you can see, and there is the front. Also in the box you have your plug, and this is a 10-watt USB power adapter. So this will obviously be where your thingy goes. There, look, because you plug it in there, that goes on your plug. So there's the 10-watt USB adapter, and there's the plug. You also get a little information packet, which has all your details in, I think, like, you know, everything you need to know about the iPad, and yeah, different languages. And you also get your Apple stickers, which you usually get with most Apple products. So that's what's in there. And then here you have your USB to lightning cable connector, which is what charges your iPad. So in the box you get an iPad, a plug, a USB power adapter, a USB to lightning charging cable, and an information packet. That is everything you get in the box. Undoing the actual iPad, you have to take this plastic off, because that's to protect the iPad in transit. And this is the actual iPad itself. Now, as you can see, I had the rose gold and I had it engraved with Beauty Jam there. You've got the Apple as usual, and on the front is just normal. And I've already got my fingerprints all over it. That is usually me. I'm going to take you back to normal mode now so that I can talk to you properly. As you can tell, I got the iPad Pro. It is 9.7 inch. I didn't get the bigger one. I thought it was too big. I just thought it was too big, the other one. And I got it in rose gold, as you can see. But the brightest screen and least reflective in the world currently at the moment. You probably won't see that much today because I've got my lights and everything literally blasting on it. So you probably won't be able to tell that right now, but probably when I look at myself, I can still see myself. I don't know. But it's the least reflective. This also has a true tone display, which includes light sensors, which then adjusts the screen brightness to your environment. So if I was in, let's say, I don't know, now, bright lights blasting at me, the iPad would know that it's okay to be a bright screen, okay? But let's just say I was lying in bed at night and it was pitch black, the iPad would know that it's not okay to be a bright screen, I need to be dimmer, because Sacha's in a dark room, right? So it uses like true sensors, so it can sense your environment, so it knows how bright to be or not. See, it's clever. It's clever. It just does these things. What else did I write on my notes? Oh yes, there is a speaker in each corner. One at the, well, two at the top and two at the bottom, which means that the sound is all round sound. None of this muffled or, you know, sound only coming from, you know, if you've only had speakers at the top and you turned your iPad, you'd only have sound this side, but this is all round sound, so it doesn't matter which way you hold your iPad, you're going to have sound coming from all four corners. Very clever. Great for watching movies or anything like that. This also has a 64-bit A9X chip, which makes this iPad a bit more powerful than the others, and also can be used as a computer because it has 1.8 times the CPU performance of the last iPad, which I'm not on about an old iPad, I'm on about just the last iPad that was released. So I can actually do tasks on here that I would, at the moment, if I didn't have this, probably consider doing on my Mac because it needs a bit more power to do this particular task. But I can probably do it on my iPad now because this is a lot more faster. It has 10 hours battery life, which means this will last for probably 2 because I will run the battery down completely. But it has 10 hours battery life, which is good. I'm going to believe them at this stage, but I will have to test that out myself. I don't know whether that's 10 hours battery life or just standby battery life, so if you don't use it then it's got 10 hours. But usually my iPad lasts about 3 if I'm using it, so I will probably run this down when I first use it. It has front and back camera. Front camera is an FaceTime camera and the back camera is an actual camera. Congratulations, Sacha, you're fantastic at explaining things. The back camera, just focusing on that one, which is this one here, this is 12 megapixel. I don't think it's as powerful as my phone one. Well, I don't know where my phone is. Oh, I don't know where my phone is. I don't think it's as powerful as my phone one. I've got the iPhone 6s, but I'm not too sure about that. But maybe it might be a little, I don't know. But it's 12 megapixel and it's an iSight camera. That's what they're actually called, iSight, of course, and it can shoot 4K video, which is great, and the slow motion videos, which you can do on here, and the moving photos, you know, the live photos that you can do. It has 240 frames per second. So that is pretty good, to be honest. It's good for a camera on an iPad. My current camera on the iPad is terrible. I don't even bother taking photos on there. It's that bad. So again, the True Tone flash is on here. So the flash will depend on what environment you're in. This is the first iPad to actually have that feature. So the front camera is a little bit different to the back camera. Obviously this is the FaceTime camera and it's only 5 megapixel. So I would suggest if you're going to take selfies, don't use the iPad. You use your phone or you do it like this and guess where your face is. But I wouldn't use that one, it's only 5 megapixel. But that also includes the True Tone and everything as well. So that little camera there, that has True Tone. Going on to the actual design of it, this is 6mm thick. Is it millimeters? Yeah, mm is millimeters, isn't it? It's mm is millimeters, right? I think so. It's 6mm thick and it's 437 grams in weight, which is very, very light, as you would know, compared to older versions. Mine probably feels very heavy. It also has the Touch ID, same as my phone, so I use my fingerprint to unlock it. You can also have a passcode on if you want to as well. That is also an option. You can have a number passcode, or you can have a keyboard passcode for a word. I usually have a word on mine because I find it's more secure. But yeah, your fingerprint as well. So there's 3 types of security on this that you can choose from, or you can have both. It also has a night shift mode, which means it dims the screen and takes the blue out. But to do this, you have to access through settings and go on night shift mode. It's not just something you can do on the cameras or something that the iPad does automatically. You actually have to physically enable that in your settings. With this iPad, there are 2 different versions. You've got this version, which is the Wi-Fi version, and you have a cellular version. Now, the cellular version is obviously a lot better than this one, but it's still the same iPad. It's still under iPad Pro, is what I'm trying to say. But with the cellular version, in your little booklet, you will have a key. Well, that's what I call them anyway, a key. And basically, in the side of the iPad here, is it here? No, it's this side. On the side of the iPad here, you will have a little slot, and you insert your key, and that will then pop out, and you can put a SIM card there, which then means you can make calls or, you know, FaceTime or anything from anywhere, because you will have a data plan. Now, I'm not sure whether it comes with the data plan or whether you have to buy a data plan, because I don't know. You'll have to see with Apple for that one. I'm not sure whether it actually allows you to have a data plan with Apple. I don't know whether they offer that. But if they do, then that's great. But that's the cellular version. It costs more money than this version. That's why I didn't bother getting it, because I don't really need it because I've got my phone. So I didn't bother with that. I just I got the cheapest one. You should know by now. Also, I found this here. This is this is three little dots. I'm trying to explain this without sounding too technical. There's these 3 little dots here which allow you to connect to a keyboard. So you can slot this in and you connect to your keyboard there, slot it in, and then you can actually type on a keyboard rather than having to use your screen all the time, which is great if you're using this for work. The beauty of this is compatible with any keyboard, obviously not USB keyboards. Okay, this is compatible with most tablet and iPad keyboards. That's what I'm trying to say. So you don't actually have to have an Apple keyboard for this to work. Yeah. So that's the beauty of that. On the bottom, you've got your Lightning USB there. And then there's your 2 speakers. This side you've got your volume adjustment, and that is completely clear, but that is where your SIM card thing would be for the cellular version. On the top you've got your on and off button there. You've also got your 2 speakers and your headphone jack. I tried to give you a bit of information. You know, it's very portable, it's very light, which I like. And I also got a free engraving with mine. I don't know whether that's an education thing or whether that you can get that anyway. But I got a free engraving, so I had Beauty Jam engraved in it. Let me go and get my old one. I also got it in 32 gig. Yeah, this is 32 gig. I forgot to mention that. This is my old iPad. This is the iPad 2. I know, very, very, very old. So there's comparison. They're actually the same size, pretty much. But I don't think they are that way. No, look, it's a tad bit thinner. Width-wise now, but I also think that the screen here, the border is thinner as well, so that's probably why. They haven't took off the screen, they've took off this bit. Very, very similar. The only thing I will say is this one doesn't have a mute button, while this one does. That one had it on the side. Looking at the back, you can see how much has completely changed. Look at the writing at the bottom. They've got the same signs and everything, but just the font and everything has changed. That's how much Apple have progressed. And the camera even sticks out now. On this one, it doesn't even stick out. The camera is actually in the iPad, whereas this one now, it actually sticks out with the gold rim. So that's my little comparison. So that is an all-round of the iPad Pro. That's the best I can do in an unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a challenge. I really didn't expect that to go as failure as it did. That was a complete fail. I'm sorry. But I'm going to try my best at doing the rest of them. I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to give you a bit of information. All of that information I got from Apple's website. That is from Apple's website. So if any of it's wrong, I've either read it wrong or wrote it down wrong. But if you want more information on it, then I would highly suggest going to the Apple website, and they will completely walk you through everything and tell you all the specs and things like that, if you understand tech specs and things like that. But yes, so that is my unboxing video of the iPad Pro. I hope I haven't missed anything. I really hope I haven't missed anything. Don't forget to also check out my other unboxing videos, which will be up, maybe not when this video goes, I think this will be the first one. So you'll be able to click these soon and go to those videos, because those videos will be up soon. And I will see you. Oh, don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me. And I will see you next week.